Hello everyone, it's me, aroblon, and today I'm here with a review of the Tongate Mech. Let's see if I can kind of get down in frame for y'all, I think. Maybe. Yep, just like that. Tongate Mech S25 Ultra phone case. So, I've been using this phone for a week, maybe a week one day, something like that. I've definitely gotten my opinion still on it, so let's not burn any more time, and let's just simply get into this review and help you decide if you want this phone case or not. Alright, so here's the Tongate S25 Ultra phone case for the unboxing. I just got this case, it just came in from Amazon, so I also will be doing first impressions here too. So let's go ahead and start this unboxing and not hold off any longer on that. So, let's see. No tape or anything, which is nice. Oh, and it seems to come out like this. Alright, so here we go. We got paperwork, it seems, probably for warranty, right? Yeah, it's telling you about their warranty. Then we got the case itself. It's presenting some honestly nice plastic, considering that it's only about 24 bucks when I bought it. And let's see. Oh yeah. And then let's see. Case aside for a moment, we have installation package, because although I won't be using this, it does come with a privacy screen protector right here. So as you can kind of see, yeah, because we've all seen privacy screen protectors probably. So yeah, pretty nice. And then let's see, we got a QR code for warranty apparently. All right. And then the case itself. There were some reports on Amazon about on the back here this kickstand breaking after a while, which if that is glued in, I can see why they'd report that, but it overall seems like a nice case, honestly. It's going to be plastic, so there's no real rubber to absorb any impacts. Well, on the side there is. So it's pretty interesting. And then this is, let's see. That's interesting. It's a felt. Oh, and it snaps. Okay. That is nice. Compared to like the Surich case, which I will link up. Let's see. Hang on. I'll link the Surich up here for you to check out after this video, because it's a similar. This is a similar styled case. Yeah, it seems nice, honestly. It's got like a metallic looking finish to it. Dang. For 20, I think it's like 24 bucks or something I paid for this. It's pretty nice. But yeah, some good initial first impressions. I'm mostly worried about on the reviews. It mentions how this kickstand here comes off, so if that happens, I will definitely let y'all know about that. But yeah, that's the unboxing, the first impressions here, and then now let's get on to the review 1 week later. Alright, so here's the Tongate Mech phone case. I'm assuming it's their Mech series right here due to the Mech branding here, but the overall brand is Tongate. So, as y'all saw my first impressions from the unboxing, and now it's been about a week later. So, let's just go ahead, and how I'll do this is how I typically normally do a phone case review. The first part will be your features, then the pros and cons, and if you should buy this phone case. So, first off, the features of the case. So as you can see, something I noted from my unboxing was how right here, some people on Amazon said I was glued in. To me, it may be glued in, but over this week, it has not come off. Granted, a week is not that long of a time in the grand scheme of how long people may be using a phone case for. But I will say, over the week, I used this hinge several times, and it is definitely still firm as when I first unboxed it. On the kickstand also, you'll see we have one big magnet, which normally with a phone case, the magnet would be just strong enough to be held on by a magnetic attachment of some sort, whether it's in your car or whatever. Here, this magnet's strong enough to hold my entire phone with the phone case onto my fridge. So I've not seen a phone case like that in a while or ever. And also too, we have just a general kickstand, which a complaint I do have about that will be the fact that unless we have it very close to the case, in which it would be relying more here for your prop, which would allow you to lay your phone back. It's going to be straight up on the table and not allow your phone to go back, which is not really too good for viewing. Now, you could, transitioning over here to our camera cover, use the camera cover here to prop that back, because it does work. So, I mean, that is definitely an option. I would say if you want in landscape, you would use this, your camera cover, to do that. If you're wanting in like a portrait mode, you would use your kickstand here to do that. And then also this does double up as a camera cover, whether for privacy or for, general camera protections. And then here, it's got your felt lining, as I think I noted earlier. And then this spring is very much still good after a week, which it should be in my opinion, only after a week. It still snaps back and all that stuff. So yeah, and then also the overall aesthetic of this too, as a feature in my opinion, I really like this. I don't think I've really had a phone case that I've actually liked reviewing so much as this, because it just looks really cool to me. And again, this isn't sponsored. I paid like $24 on Amazon for this, so this is my pure opinion. And then on here we got a little spots. So right here is where your hinge would be for your camera cover. And then here's where it's glued in, I'm assuming, for that. If those allegations on Amazon are true, I do not know. And then it's just a plastic back, but it does have some rubber sides which will absorb the impact for you. Then your ports, I had zero issues with that at all. Maybe a little bit of issue of getting my S Pen out, but I mean, that's with any case, especially seeing how it's used to, keep your phone safe and everything. So yeah. And then your buttons do stick out a little bit, which I actually kind of like that. Since it's already a raised lip, it's nice just to have it protruding out a little bit to make it easier to use, along with your power button right here. So yeah, that's the features. It's definitely not more than your average case, but still pretty standard for a type of case like this. So next up is pros and cons. So I've been keeping some notes, which I've not been doing previously, but this week I have been keeping notes over what exactly I did and didn't like about this. So let's start off good. First off, the magnet ring. This, as I say in every video I do, is, in my opinion, a very much essential part of a phone case in 2026, regardless of iPhone or Android. This is very much essential for everyday life, in my opinion, because once you buy that first attachment and your case doesn't work, it breaks everything. And then also the privacy cover here, because I'm very big on digital privacy, so I very much like that personally. And then too, also something else I've already said too, but this magnet ring is strong. I kid y'all not, it is strong. And then also, I did notice too, as we can kind of see here, we do have some indents on the side of phone case, right where you'd probably be holding it out, whether you're left-handed like me, or even if you're right-handed. It just feels good in my hands personally. It's like the indents were made at the right point and everything for a better grip. And then the aesthetic, I really liked how it just has a rough looking aesthetic. You got your carbon fiber, or maybe fake carbon fiber. I'm not exactly sure on that one, honestly. I do know though it does make that noise if you rub it over, along with just the overall color scheme and everything. With your like rubbery felt right here, and then this right here is going to be pure rubber, as you can see with those fingerprints, which I will get to those here in a moment. And yeah, that's what I liked. So then whenever, so my fingers sometimes, if I'm just holding the phone case, it would touch this rubber here, and for me that gets on my nerves personally, because I do not like seeing fingerprints on this rubber. That is a con for me, just a small aesthetic con considering the grand scheme of things, but it's something that I definitely do not like. And then the camera cover, say I have it over here that the camera cover isn't as sturdy as the Surge one, which I think. Oh, okay. Now I remember what I was talking about. I should have went in more detail in my notes, but so on the Surge, it takes more effort, but here, it's like giving it a lot easier. So let's see if I can kind of get down the frame for y'all. So you can kind of just hear that creaking though. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear that creaking. That did not happen on the Surge case, and then also here too. That's like barely any effort in doing that. That got on my nerves a lot. And yeah, I mean, overall, it's a very nice and solid case. A lot of features. Honestly, the biggest feature in my opinion is the general aesthetic of it. So yeah. Anyways, that's the review. This is already probably gonna be 5 or 6 minutes long. But yeah. So yeah, that's my overall review of it. I would say it's for a person that, if you like an aesthetic on your phone case, this is a really nice case. It is personally so far up to this point my favorite case to review, in which some of my previous cases I wasn't even that excited to review. This one I really was. So yeah, that's that. If you want an aesthetic, it definitely will hold up on a drop. I did drop my phone once on accident and it worked. Let's see. So yeah, definitely a good overall phone case for anyone. If you want aesthetic, if you want multiple features, it's very nice. But yeah, that's my overall review. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you. Alright, and thank you all for watching this review. If you want to, you can go ahead and subscribe. Should have the thing like up here or down here even too to try and do that. And if you want to, then if you have any recommendations for a phone case for the S25 Ultra you'd want me to review, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll see if I can review that. And hopefully I helped y'all decide if you want this phone case or not. And hey, go check out my other reviews too. I think there should be one linked like right up here also for if you want to do that, because I've reviewed several phone cases. Anyways, thank y'all for watching and see you next time.